Hello, Haunted Heart Society viewers. Sam here. It's midnight. I am finally awake, so I thought we could hang out for a little while and watch some movies. And I made a playlist of some films by Georges Méliès, who we've watched before, and they were a lot of fun. So I made a little selection of some of his films about magic and magicians. Most of his films are trick films, meaning that they use different cutting and exposure techniques to create the special effects. I'm not a film expert, and I mostly am just doing this for the aesthetic and the entertainment. But if you're someone who enjoys old, weird, spooky things, you enjoy playing games with no prizes, or you're simply a nostalgic vampire, why don't you join us and hit the like and subscribe buttons, or follow us on Instagram or TikTok at Haunted Hearts Society. So our first film is La Lanterne Magique, or The Magic Lantern, and this is from 1903. I love these painted sets. We saw something similar to this in the Merry Frolics of Satan, if you remember that one. I think that was one of my favorite things that we've watched so far, purely for that horse and carriage scene. Here we've got some sort of jester and clown characters. And it looks like this giant box that they're building is going to be our lantern. Alright, let's see what it projects. So I would guess that this is created by actually cutting your second reel and putting it on to the first one frame by frame. I'm not sure who those characters were aside from our clown friend here at the end. And of course, magic. All of these women have just come out of that box. Kind of a shame that the lantern was only that beginning part. Not that the dancing isn't entertaining. Let's see where this goes. Now we've got even more people coming out of the lantern. And ballet dancers. And of course, because it's clowns, we have to have some kind of slapstick thrown in there somewhere. What? What is this? Oh, this is so silly. Oh, that's the end. Alright, well, it was definitely a strange one. I think I was more impressed with the actual projection from the lantern than the dancing demonstrations that we got. It definitely took a turn I was not expecting at the end, but I guess if you see a clown, you should expect some sort of nonsense. I think we should watch one more. So my second selection for tonight is called L'Entre des Esprits, or in English, The Magician's Cavern, and this is from 1901. Now, this is already a very elaborate set here. And he's got a skeleton, which is not suspicious at all. Oh, that was neat. It kind of just transformed into the lady instead of a... It transformed instead of a quick jump cut there. Now let's see what other sorts of magic tricks he's gonna perform. And she's just kind of floating and has turned back into a skeleton. I was also kind of wondering if that was a mannequin, considering how absolutely still she managed to stay while he picked her up. And the skeleton is doing. This is incredible. I enjoyed that dancing more than the dancing in the previous one. There's something really uncanny sometimes with the way that table just moved across the... It's spooky. Like, you know how they did it, but just the way it looks is so weird. For his next trick, he will make his furniture float. Nope. He just took off right through the... Okay, I think that this is George Méliès himself. Oh, yes. Very nice. Very nice. So according to the IMDb page, well, this IMDb also has a different title. It calls it The House of Mystery, but it's the French title is the same, and also the description is what we just saw. And according to this, that yes, it does in fact star George Méliès as the magician. So yeah, I think these movies are, I mean, like I said, you know how they did the tricks, but they're still really fun to watch and a lot of times quite humorous, even if that wasn't the intent. I think for some of these, it's just meant to amaze and awe, right? And I am amazed and awed watching these just because I think it's fun. So if you would like to hang out with me some more and watch more movies, let me know in the comments. If you have requests, feel free to put those in the comments as well. I have a playlist, but I am always looking to add new things. So let me know, and I will be back another time with something else.